strange because he doesn't have any more events this evening.
Absolutely right. The 4x200 for men happens tomorrow night, so he can't be saying that he's saving himself up for that unless something happened between the heats where he looked all right and the finals in itself. Well, that's a mystery to be solved by the inquisitive people here in KL. That's the defending champion, Hoang Phuoc, and that is the young pretender to the crown, Welson Sim, who finished third in this event in 2015.
In lane 1,
Afla Fadlan, who is second to Welson in the 400 meters freestyle, is in lane number 1. Tran Tan Thieu of Vietnam is in lane number 2. And then Singapore's Danny Yeoh, who actually beat Welson at the Singapore National Age Group Champ, so that'll give him some confidence. He is in lane number 3. And here comes the biggest cheer of the night. The last to win the 200 and 400 in the same SEA Games was in 2009, Daniel Bago. The defending champion, two-time defending champion, Hoang Phuoc of Vietnam, lane number 5. In a lane that was supposed to be Daniel Bago's has been vacated and given to Putra Muhammad Randa. There has never been an Indonesian winner in this event since 1993 when Richard Sambera won. Pang Shengjin of Singapore is in lane number 7. His personal best happened at the Asian Championships last year where he finished 8th. And Jesse Lacuna of the Philippines, who clocked a personal best this year in the heats, he is in lane 8. SEA Games record 1:48.96 set by this man. And I can tell you that he's already gone lower this year. He's got a time of 1:48.18. Both him and Welson, that you see on screen there, are the only ones to have gone below 1:49. Danny Yeoh has gone below 1:50, 1:49.37 this year. So he needs to put himself in the reckoning very early in the race and not let go of that. What a magnificent field this is, led of course by Hoang Phuoc, the champion of 2013 and 2015, and Danny Yeoh, the champion of 2011, and Welson Sim, the man who is touted to become champion of 2017 in front of his home fans. As you predicted, Gerald, it is a figure of Hoang Phuoc who has gone off very early and gone off to a fiery start.
Exactly. I think as expected, Phuoc went out quickly, and I think he knows it because you know, Welson is more a middle distance swimmer. He's going to have the stamina to come back. So Phuoc knows that he has to go out a bit quicker, and hopefully, I think from Welson's point of view, he's going to try and stick as closely as he can to Phuoc, because he knows that if they turn together at the third turn, he's probably going to have a very good chance of winning it on the last lap.
It's a 100 sprinter in the 200 versus a 400 middle distance swimmer in the 200. And at the moment, the former is leading by 0.44 seconds. Danny Yeoh trying to stay in the map of relevancy, turns in 3rd spot. And then we have Pang Shengjin of Singapore in 4th spot. But Hoang Phuoc has a half a body length lead ahead of Welson Sim. Remember, these two have gone below 1:49 this year. Phuoc 1:48.18. And Welson Sim has gone 1:48.50 at the Malaysian Open. They turn almost side by side, and we're almost going to get the same finish as we did in the 100 meters freestyle final earlier on. Danny Yeoh in 3rd position for Singapore. Phuoc, who has gone off. And we know that Welson's a very strong finisher, and he's got to turn on the afterburners here if he's going to catch Phuoc. Phuoc of Vietnam still slightly in the lead, but he's turning to the right and breathing to the right, whereas Welson can see exactly what his rival is doing, and Welson Sim is coming right back at it. It's almost another close finish, and it will be Welson Sim winning it just ahead of Hoang Phuoc, and Singapore's Danny Yeoh in 3rd place. Another amazing race.
Amazing race, as we expected, right? I mean, that's what Welson had to do. Basically, he really had to stick with Phuoc for the first 3 laps. And if they turn together or very close together, you know that Welson is going to be able to take it home a lot quicker than Phuoc did. But Phuoc actually managed to hold up pretty well towards the last lap.
What a time that is as well. 1:47.79. The first Southeast Asian to go below 1:48. And if I'm not wrong, Phuoc's also probably gone below 1:48 with that swim. Welson said it at the start, his biggest rival was going to be the Vietnamese in his chase for the treble. He's beaten one of them already in the 200 meters freestyle, and he looks forward to the 1500 meters freestyle in a couple of days. Hoang tried to live and breathe off the walls, being that butterfly swimmer. He's very strong off it, and he was leading after 150, but in the final 25, Welson all of a sudden went to gears 6, gear 7, and it was a version 2.0 of Welson Sim that took over from here on and just nipped it in front of the Vietnamese.
Phuoc actually came back towards the last 10 meters. You see that he didn't even breathe. So he caught up with Welson towards the end. So I guess this really came down to the touch.
So the title goes back to Malaysia for the first time since 2009. And for the first time since 2009, Welson Sim becomes the first person since that SEA Games to win the 200 and 400 meters in the same SEA Games. Danny Yeo in third position. He's done well enough to get into medal record.